So this new Weeknd EP have just came out. Now, for all of you who do not know who Weeknd is, which I'm very skeptical that many of you do not even know who he is, but let me give you a little bit of background history. Now, Weeknd is, of course, a Ethiopian Canadian-born singer who had heavy connections with Drake, and some say that he wrote Drake's album, Take Care. I hope he wrote more of the popular stuff instead of the rap because, it would make sense since Weekend is more associated with singing rather than rapping, but he can do a little bit of that too. And, he, of course, came out with a couple of hits. He first had a successful mixtape trilogy, which I copped. It was pretty good. Then he came out with a little album, and then he went for a more pop or poposphere little pull with his album, and it scored him like a bunch of hits. And I really love the song I Can't Feel My Face. It was a pretty cool song. And now we're here. And My Dear Melancholy. And this whole little EP is definitely like very moody and jam-packed with very sort of emo balance type of shit. Like it's a pretty good EP. And I like it short and to the point. And there's a lot of referencing to like pretty much self-harm and even a little bit of suicide. But allow me to explain how I do my EPs. When it comes to grading EPs, I like to grade song by song instead of grading it like it's a full album because you don't really get the full message or the full album feeling. So why should I grade it up to a 10? I usually do it from 1 to 5 for each song. That way I can explain how I feel about each song and how it personally affected me. So yeah, let's start with the first track, which is Call My Name Out. It's basically, the neighbors know my name because I'm making so much good fucking love to you. I really like it because it's one of those weekend ballads where he has the little melancholy piano, and it kind of reminds me of some of the songs he did off the whole 50 Shades um, little soundtrack that he did a while back. And it was pretty cool. And I always like when Weeknd does these little slow, dreary piano ballads and shit like that. It was pretty awesome, a good song. Oh yes, and there was a reference to how he his girl was going to cut herself, which is a little bit like a little too dark for me, but hey, I would give the song overall a 3.5. Now you get to Try Me, which oh man, every time I hear that hook, every time I hear that title, I either reminds me of Dej Loaf or James Brown. So those are two highly differing artists in quality that you probably don't want to be compared to if you're at Weekend. But hey, Try Me, it kind of has this little trap frame to it that kind of makes it sound a little generic to me. The beat is pretty nice, but that's what it is. It's nice overall. According to Rap Genius, one of the verses he samples from a freestyle he did um, while he was touring with Beyonce. So that's pretty interesting. Overall, I would give a track the 2.5 out of 5. Wasn't really, didn't really surprise me or like really impress me that much. Sorry. Now, a better song when it comes to really trying him is the song Waste Time, where Weeknd laments about how he's wasting time thinking about this girl and thinking about how her partner is treating her and how the partner is probably dining her after he sadly broke up with her. And there's this whole equestrian line, which I thought was a reference to Trojans and how she's going to do the reverse cowgirl on his dick. But no, it seems that it was a reference to his former girlfriend Bella, you know. And when I hear the term Bella, I think of like fucking that god awful uh, Twilight fucking movie. You know what I'm talking about? Which, the Twilight movie begat the whole 50 Shades Gray movie, so which connects to the Weeknd. So hey, there's something. Now, the only problem I have with this song is towards the end, Weeknd does this like heavy breath thing where I think that he forgot to edit out him breathing on the mic, or he didn't want to do another take, so it sounds like he's just breathing on the fucking mic. It got a little bit annoying, but hey, overall it's a pretty good track. I really like it. I'm gonna give it a 4. All right, now the song I Was Never There, it kind of has this beginning beat that sounds like police sirens, which is something that I would say to the police. I was never there doing this or that. So I would definitely say that. But overall, the song kind of doesn't really, I don't really like the song that much. I mean, I kind of think that he kind of could have had more lyrics on the song overall. I mean, he let the beat take up a good portion of the song without him adding or giving lyrics to it, and I didn't really like it that much. But hey, that's why I'm going to give the song a 3. Now, the last two tracks I'm very much fans of. When it comes to Hurt You, I'm really a fan of this song. I love the whole line where he says, when you're with another man, you close your eyes and think about me. And I thought that that was a very sweet and nice song. And it really adds up to the creep factor that he would say that. But with a song like Hunt You, where you're actually talking, where it actually referencing to like hunting somebody, I think that it actually works in the whole context. And speaking of, he has this line where he talks about a girl taking her life, which I thought was pretty odd. He has a fucking another line where he talks about a girl slitting her fucking hands, and earlier on the whole EP on the track Call My Name Out, he talks about her. So really, this is a very dark EP, I have to say. And when it comes to overall grading of the song, I'm going to give it a 5. That's how much I like the fucking song. Now, when it comes to a song like Privilege, I thought that it was pretty good. He has that line where he says he's going to leave the girl in her privileged little life. And I thought that that was a pretty cool kiss off, and he's talking about leaving, and this is the last track on the EP. So I really thought that that was a very cool, like, little thing to have, and I'm gonna give the song an overall 4. Now, hey, that's my view, and that's how I like this EP. It's overall a good and solid EP, and I'm really, really hoping that the Weeknd comes with a album soon. Now, please like, subscribe, share the channel, and I'm out, guys. And also check out the Rap Reviewers review of this too. Bye.